Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Gohan felt sure he had failed and that the Earth would soon be lost.
Your boy got bodied.
But then came a voice.
You gotta give him that huck to it.
Oh, it just started raining. They're pretty big drops too. It's over. Come back another night.
Many months later.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it rains.
You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day.
What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I uploaded a video here on my channel, probably like 5 or 6 months. And I was gonna put together a video tonight, you know, come out here, skate, talk about some stuff. But then I got an idea, because in my last video, I slammed on a fakie 50-50 grind down the hubba at my local. I bruised my ribs, I couldn't skate for a couple weeks. And I called that video, Sometimes You Lose, because that's basically what happened. It was a bummer. So then I wanted to make the next video called Sometimes You Win. You know, I'd go back to the park, I'd get the trick, I'd talk about, you know, getting back on the board after you slam. But then I got really busy, was working college, you know, and I went traveling, and I honestly didn't think about YouTube for a while. I went to Arizona on a work trip. Then I went on a sightseeing tour to Japan with my family. Then we went and stayed in Colorado for a month just to get away on vacation. Anyway, before I knew it, 5 months went by and I hadn't thought about YouTube at all. So when I got back in town, I went back to the skate park to try to get my revenge on that fake 50-50 grind I slammed on. But I landed it like second try, so that's not very much to make a video about. So it's been a couple of weeks, I learned a couple new tricks, and I don't know, whenever I started making a video during one of those sessions, it just felt kind of lame, like I was doing the same thing. You know, I hop in the car, I talk at the camera, work on some tricks, and then I go home. So I sat down and I thought about it. Sometimes you win. What does winning mean in skateboarding, really? When you see a skater like land a trick or film a video part or win a contest or whatever, you're only seeing a tiny slice of what really went into the process. And for me, I'm really into learning new tricks. So I would consider learning a new trick a win. Over the past 3 years, I think I've learned 50 or 60 new tricks I never landed before. You know, it's usually pretty challenging, but if you start landing a new trick you've never done before, it feels really, really rewarding. And I can only really speak for myself, but it takes a lot of time and effort to learn a new trick. Sometimes it takes a few hours, sometimes it takes a few days, sometimes you keep going back to learn the same trick and you don't get it for like a year. Like, some skaters are just naturally talented. It doesn't take very long for them to learn tricks or get tricks consistently. Other skaters are just gnarly. You know, they just send it down a huge flight of stairs. They don't give a shit. But other skaters like me, who's not naturally talented and maybe too old to send it down a huge flight of stairs, in order to win and land the trick we want to land, we got to put in the work. Like, not just put in the time, but put in the attempts. Like, try and try and try and think about it, figure it out, work it out like a puzzle, and make your body do what it takes to land the trick. So this last trick I started learning this week, the half cab kickflip nose slide, I learned it a little differently than I do with other tricks. Because honestly, I never thought I'd be able to do that trick. Out of 20 plus years of skating, I never locked into that trick on anything. So I took it to a curb, I spent some time figuring out how to get onto the trick. Then I took it to a little bigger ledge, and then I took it to a bigger ledge after that. And I filmed every single attempt at trying it. I tried to explain what I was thinking as I was figuring the trick out, especially at first. And I just tried it until I got it. So that's what this video is. I wanted to show you what it really takes to learn a trick, because sometimes you win. You just got to work for it.
Jesus Christ.
All right, next up, I'm gonna try to get into half cab flip nose slides, because that would be really satisfying to get that trick pretty soon. And I don't even get anywhere close when I'm trying them on ledges and higher things. So I'm gonna try them on this curb. Let's see if we could do a half cab flip and land in a nose stall. I don't know how I just got a hot pocket on a curb, but it happened. Feeling a little more in control. What I'm doing when I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking about where my foot is flicking and being able to kind of control that and follow it with the board so that I can get my front foot on the curb with the board. But if the board doesn't go on the curb, then I'm just stomping the curb with my foot. And yeah, I'm feeling a little hot pocket on it, but still got like full flexibility. Hopefully I can skate tomorrow. If not, you know, that's what happens. Gotta learn this, so. The flick foot is controlling the timing of how fast it flicks and what direction it gets placed on the curb. The back foot feels like it's really gonna be either spinning it, like I spun it too much right there. So I have to find a way to balance the spin and just get that little 90 spin onto it. I'm so used to just doing a half cab flip that adjusting the spin, that's probably gonna be the most challenging thing right now. Okay, I was a little too close on that one. So then that's three things I'm thinking about. Thinking about the flick foot and catching it on the curb. Thinking about the pop foot and spinning it just enough. And I'm thinking about how close I am to the curb, the ledge, the hubba, the giant obstacle I'm skating. How close I am, because if I'm too close, there's like no way possible I'm gonna land in it. If I'm too far, then it's just gonna miss it. So I gotta be like right in the sweet zone. Maybe a little bit further, because I'm gonna pop and fly a little bit, but it's pretty much right here and a little bit back. That's what I'm gonna be aiming for. So I'm gonna have this spot in mind for popping. That's my guess. Learning it this way is easier, it's less risk, but it's seeming a little more challenging, because in order for this trick to work, I need some speed. I can't just creep up on it. Like if I just sat stationary, well, I don't know. I'll try it just sitting stationary. Let's test this assumption. I'm assuming to make a half cab flip work, I need to be moving at a bit of a, not super fast, obviously, but need to be moving. So let's test that theory. Can I just sit about right here, maybe a little closer since I'm not moving, and kind of just backside flip into a nose stall? Okay, so maybe I'll do some of these. It's interesting because holding still, my mind is looking at it completely differently. The way I'm facing my shoulders is different, and it feels like I'm just backside flipping into a stall, because I am. When I'm rolling up to it half cab, like fakie for a half cab flip, my shoulders are facing differently. I didn't flick it fast enough. I flicked it a little too fast. There we go. All right, I landed it. Let's go home. See you later, guys. See you next time. Subscribe, like. Yeah. Need to do about, let's say 10 more of those, and I'll start trying it moving again. I want to do a half cab flip nose slide a little bit tonight. There we go, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was kind of bad, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, I see I'm flicking it a little different, and that's causing it to tip down instead of stay like flat. That wasn't the best, so I'll do one more. That wasn't good either, but I want to try it moving now, so let's get back to that. Whoa, what? So what's different between staying still and moving at it? When I'm staying still, I could really think of it like it's just a kickflip 90. Like I don't need to think and stand like it's half cab. I'm gonna try to approach it really parallel, because I wasn't thinking that hard about that, and try to picture in my mind that I'm just doing a kickflip 90 into this nose stall. Let's see if that works. Yeah. All right, half cab flip, wheelie grind. Yeah, I'm too far. And so it's going all the way around. Got to be closer so it really I can catch it in the middle, in the 90, and press it down. I think I got a clue. Jinkies, we got a clue, guys. So I'm putting my foot like back from the bolts a bit, and I just realized some of the best half cab flips I've done, my flicking foot is way far forward, kind of covering one of the hardware, the closest bottom hardware, and that lets me like hook it around with my scoop of my ankle. I'm gonna test that theory. That flipped way better, but I was a little close. If my foot is too far forward on the board when I'm flicking, it dips it down, and it doesn't get up over the ledge. It kind of like dips down under it. Yeah. It's almost it. So that was the first one I've done moving and kind of got locked in. I fell out of lock right away. I went to fakie, but I think I'm starting to figure it out. I wouldn't really be able to describe it yet, but I know the feeling. And when I'm learning a new trick, I try not to put too many words to what I find out. On these videos, like I'll try to put it to words to describe what I'm thinking as I skate, because that might make it more enjoyable to watch. But when I'm just skating and trying a new trick, I'm paying attention to the feelings. The feeling of the position of my feet on the board, how I'm leaning, how I turn into the trick, where my arms are, and the timing, because it's not just one thing. And that's why describing a skate trick is so hard, because it's not just a picture, it's a video. It's a bunch of pictures. It's a bunch of step by step, depending on your body type. You know, I got long, lanky legs. You might have shorter legs. You might be a shorter skater or an even taller skater. Depends on your board, the size of the board, how concave it is, you know, the width, the length. The timing between each step is different. I have to pop, wait just a moment, get off the ground, and then flick. Keep the front foot near the board and be ready to just catch it really quick. Catch it with your flicking foot. Put the other foot on it and hope to God that you aimed right and you're locking into the curve. That's what I've understood so far. My back foot is kind of in the middle of the tail as far as behind or in front. It's kind of in the middle. The ball of my foot and my toe are doing like a sliding, like it's almost like a pop shove it, kind of a sliding pop, not too much or else it spins too much. It has to be just enough of a slide pop. Flick, and you're transferring your weight from your back foot, slide pop, and then transfer your weight to this foot. So you're trading off from one foot to the other. Catch it and get your weight on the curb, on the ledge, and then lean into a nose slide. And you kind of take a nose slide from there is what I'm guessing. I hope that explanation helps. This isn't really a trick tip, but we're learning this together, right? This is a process. I kind of don't know what I'm talking about because I've never done this trick before, but I hope I can get in on a ledge soon. Let's try some more. I'm trying to learn a new trick, so maybe 5 more minutes or so. All right, so just got the boot from security. I feel like that dude, the security guard, was young enough to be my child. Anyway, I hope you got something out of that. I tried to describe what I was figuring out as I was trying the trick, what worked and what didn't. I could tell it worked a lot better when I flicked way above the curb. When I was flicking kind of to the side of the curb, it just kind of ran into it. It didn't really do much of anything. I wasn't getting onto it. So you have to like pop and flick above the curb and then catch and land into the curb. I'm gonna drive over to another school, see if there's a curb out in the parking lot I can keep skating on. It's about 12:30. I have to wake up at about 6 or 7 o'clock, so we'll see how this goes. Didn't skate a curb. I rolled up and there was this mani pad, so I tried some tricks on the mani pad. I don't know where I'm going next. I think I should go home because it's 1 o'clock and I gotta get up at like 7 o'clock tomorrow. I think that's all I got. I'm really tired. That's a lot of hopping, a lot of fakey popping. I'm gonna roll home and go straight to sleep. Thanks for watching so far. If you like this video, click the like button. It helps me with the algorithm, and I'll be one step closer to being rich and famous on the internet so that I can party on a yacht with Keanu Reeves. Actually, I don't care if you like the video. Honestly, I think I'm gonna keep recording videos like this. I don't think this is that interesting to watch, but this is like documenting
the actual process of me learning tricks. And I think that's important, even for myself, because I'm gonna go home and watch this video and see how I'm popping and flicking the board and stuff like that. I think it'll give me insight into what I can do better. Let's see what happens if I keep doing this for a year, posting lame videos where I'm skating curbs and random stuff. See where we end up August 2025. Talk at you later.
I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
I feel that.